If you have to constantly think about why you're not losing weight, then you're not doing fat loss right. Here are three of the biggest and most prevalent mistakes that I see in fat loss diets. The first and unfortunately most common mistake that I see with fat loss diets is that they're just way too damn extreme. If you start off your fat loss diet with a 1,000 calorie deficit, you are literally shooting yourself in the foot. Please believe me when I say this. Bro, do not start off your diet with a crazy calorie deficit. Start small and then work your way up. Your diet has to be sustainable because if it's not, bro, okay, how many times have you seen people lose 20 pounds for a wedding or whatever, some fucking family event, and then they gain it all back like a month later? Bro, you have to understand, fat loss is actually mentally taxing, okay? And if you're gonna go through all of that pain to lose the weight, you might as well just fucking keep the weight off. You might as well keep it off because losing it is the hard part. Keeping it off is not that difficult, at least when you compare it to losing it in the first place. So if you're gonna go through it, then you might as well just keep the weight off. Because what the fuck is the point of losing 20 pounds if you're gonna gain it all back 2 months later? The second reason the fat loss diets fail is because they're way too strict. If your diet requires you to carry a food weighing scale, one of these, if your diet requires you to carry one of these everywhere you go, just do yourself a massive favor and fucking quit that diet because it's not going to get you any results, at least in the long term, okay? Your diet has to be sustainable for the long term. If you can't be, quote unquote, be on your diet and go out with friends and enjoy McDonald's every now and then, go out for ice cream with your girlfriend and go have coffee with your friends, if you can't do all of that while being on a diet, fuck the diet. Honestly, this isn't even about health and fitness anymore. Fuck whatever takes that away from you. I still ate like a normal person when I looked like this. I was just a little bit smarter with my food choice, but I still ate like a normal person. If you want free personalized help with your fat loss, send me a DM on Instagram using the link in the description or in the top comment. The third most prevalent problem that I see with fat loss diets has pretty much nothing to do with the diets. It falls under the category of fat loss phase, but it doesn't fall under the category of fat loss diet. The problem is not enough movement. Man, I think people would be shocked if they actually realized how much of a difference hitting 10K steps every day makes. Hitting 10K steps is so unbelievably easy because it can be done passively. You can walk in your house, you can walk during lunch breaks at your work, you can walk on the streets, you can walk pretty much anywhere. And through walking, you can lose so much fat so easily. I mean, it feels illegal. If you hit 10K steps every day, you'll see what I'm talking about. But if you just increase your movement, you'll realize that you can still eat like a normal person and lose fat pretty easily and pretty quickly. You can hit 10K steps just listening to your favorite podcast while you're on a walk or listening to your favorite music while you're on a walk, and it makes fat loss like 10 times easier. Not actually 10 times easier, realistically, more like 2 to 3 times easier, but man, that still is a massive difference.